What's going on? I'm Joe Siegel, founder of Greenlight Financial, and today I want to talk to you about some of the things that we do with our clients in tax prep for next year. Now, October is this prime time to consider some of these list of items that we have, and I'm going to go over them with you in this video today. If you have never had any bookkeeping or accounting done for your business, then consider checking Greenlight Financial. You can go to greenlightfin.io and check us out and see if we can help you in your business. So here's the list of things that we do with our clients, or the things that we consider, I should say. The first one is the SEP IRA. So if you're a small business, you might want to contribute to a retirement for yourself, and you can contribute up to 25% of your adjusted gross income. I was going to say AGI. Now, why would you want to contribute some of your money to a 401k, or the SEP IRA? Because it actually reduces how much taxes you pay through your business. So you can actually write that off as an expense. For 2024, the max is going to be $66,000. But the way you have to think about it is you would have to pay yourself a salary of $276,000 in order to be able to contribute the max. So just keep that in mind. Now, if your business is profitable and you're doing really well, then that's ideal for you, right? You want to be able to put that money away. And you might ask yourself, why would I put that money away? Well, if you think about it this way, it reduces your taxes now, and when you're retired, you can take that money out and determine what your tax basis is. Let's say when you're 65 years old, you really only need like 30K a year to live. Then that's perfect, right? Your tax basis is super low because maybe during this time while you're doing really well, you've paid for your home, you've paid for your car, and all you really got to do is pay for groceries and occasional travel and things like that. So you don't really need much, right? So that's one benefit to contributing to that 401k. It's tax deferred, right? You defer that until later, until you're ready to pull it out and change your basis. Next, we kind of work with charitable contributions. Now, charitable contributions are a little bit of a tricky one because if you're not going to take more than the standard deduction, then you don't really need to. But if you itemize your deductions and realize they're at a much higher amount than the standard, whether it be for single or married, then you might want to. There's a benefit. Hey, I've got extra money right now. There is a cause that I can stand behind. I'm going to contribute some money to that because it will actually bring down my tax basis or change my tax bracket. So maybe you go from 24% to 22%. And in reality, if you contributed, let's just hypothetically say you contributed $10,000 to a charity and it brought your tax basis down, you might not have to pay Uncle Sam $2,000. Instead, you were able to contribute $10K to a charity. So really you only lost $8,000, but you did something good. So something to consider there. Next thing that we work with clients on is HSAs. So HSAs are a great way to contribute to a medical thing. So just to be clear, I say medical thing, but an HSA is essentially a form of putting money into a bank that you can either use for medical expenses for yourself. They're not use it or lose it kind of deal, like an FSA, I believe is what they're called. But with an HSA, you can put that money in there and then essentially you can use it for the life of it for medical expenses. And if you don't use it for medical expenses, then you can take it out later when you're retired, just like an investment. A little hack most people don't know is with an HSA, you can actually choose to invest your money and choose stocks just like, let's say, Robinhood. So you can actually choose that. The cool thing is too, is that you can also, again, reduce your taxable income. So if you contribute, let's say $4,000 to it, and again, it brings down your tax bracket, again, you might have saved $2,000 or $1,000 by not having to pay it to Uncle Sam and then putting it into, that medical bank that you could eventually use or for different things. And just to be clear, it doesn't always have to be for doctor's appointment. It can be for Band-Aids, medical supplies, things that you might not even realize that you can use that you probably already spend money on. So it's another way to consider things. Lastly, we talk about the Augusta Rule. Oh, the Augusta Rule. It's everywhere. Who isn't talking about the Augusta Rule? The thing that's important about the Augusta Rule, though, is when we begin to think about it around this time with our clients, if they haven't already utilized it, is we just want to make sure there's proper documentation. The Augusta Rule is a great way to put yourself at a place for being audited. So you have got to record everything correctly. So if you don't know what that means, then maybe you should reach out to us so we can help you. But you want to make sure that you have a typical amount that's allowed daily. And just to be clear on the Augusta Rule, it's your ability to write off 14 days of an event per se, whether it be at your own house that you can just write off the expense, right? Let's say you work from home, your business is from home, you don't have a brick and mortar, or even if you do have a brick and mortar, you can essentially just rent out your own space to yourself at a reasonable amount and then write it off. Now that's a very oversimplified version, let's just be clear, but you can essentially get 14 days. Let's say it was $500 a day, then you can see there's quite a bit that you can write off there, right? 7 grand, that's pretty significant. So again, it's a great way to reduce your business's taxable income and find ways to cut some costs. So if any of these sound intriguing to you, I hope they helped you, or at least give you fuel to go research. But if you're still not sure, even after researching, or maybe you talk to ChatGPT, then reach out to us here at Greenlight Financial. Again, that's greenlightfin.io, and we will help you get started with your business. And maybe you need some bookkeeping and stuff along the way too. We'll see. Anyway, reach out to us. We're here to help, and we would love to help you prep and plan for your taxes next year overall. Thanks.